You're not broken and you're not failing. You're just unaware of what's really been creating your outcomes behind the scenes. Welcome back to Reconnect Her Fire podcast. I'm Jo, a subconscious wealth and identity coach for ambitious women and female founders. And I help women embody the beliefs, the identity that allows them to naturally attract more wealth, more visibility, more confidence, and most of all, more success. I'm also the CEO of Reconnect Her Fire. And honestly, I'm just so grateful you're here today and I'm excited to talk to you. And before we dive in, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you don't miss future weekly episodes, because I am going to be sharing so much information around subconscious rewiring, manifestation, wealth, identity shifts, nervous system work, and what truly matters is how we reconnect to ourselves. So today, I really want to talk to you about why so many women hold themselves back in life, in business, in relationships, in money, and in becoming the version of themselves that they truly deserve to be. Because honestly, this used to be me. For years, I thought there was something wrong with me, really wrong. I thought I lacked the confidence, the capability. I thought I wasn't disciplined enough. I thought other women just had something I didn't. And I had no beliefs around self-worth. But the truth was, I was living from the subconscious beliefs, those emotional patterns and nervous system responses that were just keeping me repeating the same outcomes over and over again. Deja vu. The same feelings, the same behaviors, the same cycles, which ended up with the same results. And until I become self-aware of that, nothing actually changed. There's something I really want women to understand that can change their life for the better. A lot of women actually still think that they're lazy, they're inconsistent, they're not enough, or that they just can't stick to things. But honestly, most women are not struggling because they're incapable at all. They're struggling because their nervous system still feels safer in the old survival mode than it does in expansion and growing. And this changed everything for me when I finally grasped it, embodied it. Because for years I thought that was it. I was left the way I was. I couldn't add. But something inside of me always wanted more. I always wanted more money. I wanted more financial freedom. I wanted joy. I wanted happiness. And I wanted to escape where I was. I wanted wealth to give me choices in life. And that is what most women want, but are afraid to speak up, afraid to step out. Because if it's possible for me, it's possible for you. And I'd always go into procrastination, overthinking, mostly why I don't deserve it. I would always imagine the outcomes I don't wish to have, but felt they were the only ones available. I would go into doubt and I would do everything to stay small, and I would avoid opportunities. I would avoid visibility, and I would create these patterns and behaviours just to make sure my nervous system felt familiar. And in the end, I ended up ignoring my needs and overgiving to everybody else. I would use food as an emotional feed. And actually, that didn't answer the questions. So I want you to question yourself. Who do you think you could be? And where would you prefer to be? Because actually, that's where you need to be thinking from. Yeah? Your dreams, your desires. Because I, at the time, had no idea what my dreams really were. And unconsciously, I was actually creating the things I didn't want. I didn't actually feel safe holding them. I didn't feel worthy of holding the dreams, the money, the desire. So I stay stuck in the 9 to 5. At least it paid the bills. So left my dreams back on the shelf. And I see this time and time again with the women now that I work with. They often say, but I want more money. And deep down, they fear the judgment, the visibility. And they know they want actually to be more visible. But there's a fear of rejection, of criticism. So their nervous system has already associated that freedom with uncertainty. These women, they want the success, but subconsciously, they're fearing becoming different from the people around them, because sometimes that unsettlement can feel unsafe. Because when you start to become a little bit more self-aware, you actually stop attacking yourself. You literally stop saying, what's wrong with me? Why can't I just get on with it? Why can't I keep this, what I've got? Why do I keep sabotaging myself? That all starts to disappear. And you start asking, what is the behavior that I'm doing? What is it actually trying to protect me from? That question alone can change your entire life. Because most of those unwanted habits and the behaviors, they're just simply our nervous system keeping us protected and safe. They're learnt patterns over years and years of keeping safe, survival, patterns of emotionally protecting us. And sometimes the very thing that you desire and you're currently after actually can turn your life upside down because it's too much. If you're after new relationships, if you're trying to improve a relationship and you want more money, you want to be seen doing your work, you want your business to flourish, it can actually feel unsafe to the version of you that was taught not to stand up and shine so brightly. That's why two women can be given the exact same opportunity and create completely different outcomes from it. One woman's going to see all the opportunity and the expansion and the joy. And the other one will see all the fear, the judgment. One feels excitement and one feels absolutely terrified. But the opportunity itself was completely neutral. What changed was the subconscious interpretation of it. And honestly, this is why my mindset work alone isn't enough. When I started doing mindset work, I believed that was enough. But things still weren't happening fast enough for me until I understood the deeper work, the identity work, the nervous system work, the subconscious deeper rewiring, the self-awareness and the embodiment. And the beautiful thing is, you can change your brain. It's adaptable. Yeah, your nervous system can learn safety again, and your identity can evolve. You're not fixed. You never were. That's why I've created Reconnect Her Fire. It's a 6-month coaching group program for women to create the beliefs, the identity of the version who already has it, because she does. We reconnect you back to yourself. And until I did this work myself, nothing actually truly changed. I kept repeating the same patterns, the same behaviors, the same beliefs, and the same emotional cycles, which created the same outcomes day after day, week after week. And I blamed myself. I blamed my circumstances, and I used to blame other people around me, never seeing that I had the capability to change it immediately, but I didn't know. So until you're aware, you can't change anything. I desired more for my life, but subconsciously, I still didn't feel safe to receive it. It wasn't until I invested in myself, in coaches, in mentors and self-awareness work that I truly began creating a version of me who finally felt safe to be seen, safe to expand, safe to show up as me, safe to succeed and safe to hold, and more importantly, receive more money and wealth. And honestly, I'm still doing this work now because growth truly never ends. And the beautiful thing is that once your subconscious mind and your nervous system begin shifting, life starts shifting fast too. And now, today, I see more wealth than I've ever seen flowing to me before in my life. I walk into rooms that once felt overwhelming, intimidating, and I realise now I belong there. I no longer see successful people as better than me. I see expansion, connection, possibility. I feel confident, open to go into rooms that I know excite me now, and evidence of what is available for me is what these other women have. I'm no longer jealous. I no longer see them as a threat. I see what I can achieve, because self-awareness changes everything. And when women start to recognize your own subconscious beliefs, your emotional patterns and nervous system responses, reactions that have been running your life, they actually start and stop to realize that they were living on autopilot. They stop repeating the same cycles of behaviors, and instead they become a match for the life they actually desire. Because wealth is not just money. Wealth is massive. It's safety. It's self-trust. It's self-love. Wealth is emotional freedom. Wealth is that feeling of knowing you are worthy of receiving more and feeling calm and open. And when your identity begins aligning with that version of you, you naturally start attracting different opportunities, different experiences, different frequencies, different relationships, and different results. And it's not because you became somebody else or different, but it's more about you finally stopped abandoning yourself. And the moment you stop seeing yourself as broken or in bits, you finally create the space to start to heal. So if you've been acting out lately, if you've been procrastinating or hiding, emotionally overeating, doubting yourself, and you feel stuck, frozen, maybe this is your reminder today that you do not need more shame. Yeah, you need more self-awareness, because awareness is what gives you the power to choose differently. And that is where your freedom is. And that is where it starts. And honestly, I'm feeling so excited right now because I have officially launched my 6-month group coaching program for women, Reconnect Your Fire. And this is exactly the work that we go into deeper together. Inside that safe space, this program has been created from my own journey, my own breakthroughs, experiences, and my own healing process, and the profound transformations I'm now witnessing within my clients too every day. That is what keeps me going, because I know what it feels like to live completely disconnected from yourself, to feel stuck, unsuccessful in cycles, to doubt yourself, to want more for life, but subconsciously feeling completely unsafe to receive it. And that's why Reconnect Her Fire exists. This is purely for the women who know deep down she's meant for more. You know you are. You want more joy, freedom, financial responsibility, but actually more confidence. You want to become more visible. You want more wealth and freedom to do what you choose. You want a calmer mindset. So inside the program, we work on your subconscious rewiring. We start with self-awareness. We help your nervous system regulate, and the identity shifts and emotional healing, so you can finally stop repeating all of those behaviors, patterns that have been self-sabotaging you and keeping you stuck, small and hidden, because you deserve all of the dreams and desires that you have. And the beautiful thing is, the transformations begin from within first. then your outer world starts responding differently too. So if today's episode has resonated with you and you're ready to truly change your life from the inside out, then I would absolutely love to welcome you. So message me below with the word fire and I'm going to send you more details. And if you'd love more conversations like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so you never miss a future episode here on Reconnect Her Fire. You can also come and connect with me over on Instagram at Reconnect Her Fire, where I share daily insights, mindset shifts, and some deeper reminders to support you on your journey too. And remember, awareness is where transformation begins.